Welcome to another edition of Time is Money, where we take a book and look at the price of it on Amazon, which you can buy it for, and I convert that to minutes and review it in that time or less. And basically, we see if it's worth buying. Today's book is Animalia by Graham Base. You can buy Animalia, actually a hardback edition like mine, on Amazon for $7 right now. So 7 minutes or less. Animalia. Alrighty, ready? And go. Animalia by Graham Base. This book is one of the most beautiful books you will ever read. The illustrations are gorgeous. It is essentially a ABC's book, kind of the A is for Apple type trope, but he uses basically alliteration through the whole thing to really set up some interesting pictures, draws some great pictures for them. This is going to be the first book by Base that I've done on this series. It will not be the last. I adore Graham Base. Now, the thing about Animalia, while a beautiful book, and while very well constructed overall, it lacks the restraint, I'll use that word intentionally, restraint, that you see in some of his later books, both in the illustrations and in the prose, which you can just tell his writing is not as mature yet. The book is not as mature yet. But, that being stated, this is still the least of Graham Base's books, which this is not, is still infinitely better than most people's books. This one for $7, it should literally be a crime if you do not own this book, if you have children. Particularly children who are learning their ABCs, this is a fun way to do that while also building a vocabulary rather than destroying it by giving them the same 5 words for every letter every time. This one's going to give you a lot more than that. It's also going to give you great pictures. If you have anyone in your family who likes art, if any of your children are interested in that, this book is going to stay with them for a lot longer than them learning their ABCs. And so this is also a great introduction, as I've mentioned before, to every author, illustrator kind of has a way they do things and a way you should read them. This is a great introduction to how to read Graham Base. What to look for. It's got his signature. There's a self-portrait in every picture if you know where to find it. Everything in the picture has a meaning and it's all hidden, and it's just, there's a lot to bring even an older reader back many times. And that's something that becomes a staple of how you read Graham Base's books and how you approach them. So this is a great introduction book. If somebody hasn't read Graham Base yet, I would give them this book first. And this is the book that I would suggest they read. And again, as stated before, there is no reason why you should not own this book. Again, it's an ABC book, fairly straightforward. There's not a plot as such that we can go into or anything like that. But for $7, definitely worth owning. Great work of art.